Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we'd like to discuss a new team. This team is called Adio, which is Amira, Dante, Octavia, and Iris, with usually Nebula. Okay, like the reason I want to discuss this is because, as you know, Iris just got the talisman. Okay, I got it. The talisman is magic defense. As I mentioned before, magic defense is not a good talisman for Iris. Magic penetration would have been very, very good for her. Broken, so makes sense that they didn't go ahead. My attack, very good. It will improve her physical, well, her damage, so it will be very good for her. I think she was not going to get it because she already got two skins this year, one of them super skin, and both of them were magic attack. So they increased Iris magic attack, I think, for around 60 something to 90 something, which is a lot. So they gave her magic defense. I think it was probably the worst than he could have get. But if what it was, I was expecting health. I think it's what she needs. It will be much better team. Okay, anyways, first thing I tested, there is nothing changed. Like what you were able to beat before, you are able to beat now. There is only particularly versus Amira where I see a little bit of improvement, but still you are not able to win with any of the teams I am aware. I think the only use case is my personal use case, which is I use Eternity to fight against Chaos a lot of the times, and particularly against Sesa. In this case, Sesa attacks the hero of the has the lower magic defense, and in my case will be Iris. So what I did is I didn't upgrade the magic defense of Morrigan in a manner than Sesa attacks Morrigan, or sometimes I play with Dorian that doesn't have any magic defense and then attacks Dorian. So this talisman will allow me to m- max out Morrigan and her magic defense without being higher magic defense than Iris. Okay, so as you see, this is the values of the talisman. In my case, you will see that there is white colors, but I took one orange, and the reason is for me to be a okay talisman, I should have gone around 5,000 something, an average 5,100. This will give you around 15k, so divided by 3 will be 5,000 already, so it's okay. Also, Iris, my defense is not amazing, so I didn't want to spend any roll. I think I spent two rolls, I got this, and I took it. Okay, nothing else. Like probably other people will prefer to try other options to see if they can get better magic defense. My case was not worthy. So as today my Iris is maxed out. Okay, except the ring. And if we go to stats, you will see that she has around almost 100k of magic attack, only 5k of magic penetration, and right now 32,000 of magic defense, which is a lot of magic defense. I don't think that again the talisman was relevant. I did it mainly for the intelligence, okay, but I think it's a mistake because I am spending a lot of crystals doing talismans and they are not relevant for the team or relevant for the future, and we still have been missing the three of nature. So Masi, Mojo, and Albanon has not get talisman. For tanks, two of the best three of the best four tanks in the game, which is Clever, Corvus, and Julius, has not get talisman. Also, we have Ginger, has not got talisman, not Daredevil, and I believe any of the new heroes has got. So no Fire Siblings, no Cascade, no Octavia, no. So all these heroes will get the talisman at some point. So I think we should, or I personally should start stopping to invest in talismans and only focus on the ones that really matters. Okay, so as I mentioned, I wanted to take advantage of the talisman event of Iris to show you Adio. And the reason I would like to show Adio, so let me create it here. Aurora, Nebula, Dante, Octavia, Iris. Let me see, Iris now is here. Okay, and the main reason is I think this team is one of the strongest teams in the game currently, and I think it's very infravalorated versus maybe Progress or versus Nature or maybe versus Taff or Oya Tristan. You will hear these names much often than maybe this Adio team. Okay, I was doing also tests, by the way, instead of using Aurora, using Cascade. The results were also good, not as good as the version of Aurora. So I believe when Cascade gets better skins, and probably we are waiting for the super skin for Cascade because they need to has been the worst hero in in 2023. So I of the new heroes. So I believe when they get something to make Cascade better, this team will be very strong team. I have been able to kill meta teams in 10 to 15 seconds. So it shows you how powerful could be this team. Okay, so I have prepared a couple of testing matches that I was testing. This is Cascade. As I mentioned, I was testing Cascade. You can see here how with Cascade you get 10-0 against the Oya Kayla version, or you get 10-0 against TAF. Okay, so let's focus with the version of Aurora. Okay, so Aurora versus Fire Sibling with Oya and Tristan. We get 10-0. We can see what happens here. And I would like that you can check on the timer, because you will see how fast these matches go. This is the part that I like of this team. I think Aurora in front of give you a little bit more stability, because when I play with a Cascade, the team is like a glass cannon. But anyways, as you see, almost dead in 20 seconds. So, okay, done. The version of Cascade is much faster, so I will show you a video later. Okay, the next team I tried was with Clever and Fafnir, with the Tristan, Oya, Kayla, 10-0. As you see, the results are good. You will see that we lost one hero, not much more than this, so it's very strong team. Then versus the version of Jasmine with Oya and Tristan is 9-1. Okay. Important to mention here is all the heroes remain. So usually Jasmine doesn't work well if you fight with Octavia. So avoid Jasmine using Octavia. Avoid also Heidi and avoid Faceless Jorge. Okay, it's the one I will say. And also very careful with Lian, because Lian will charm Iris. Okay, anyways, the next match versus the traditional Jasmine without Oya, 10-0 versus Progress. The two versions of Progress, we get 10-0 with this team. So this team, as you can see, you don't lose anything, despite it's Julius and we are playing with Iris. We still don't lose anything. Okay, which is very good. Let's see a match. So as you see, you can also use this team not only to kill Tristan Oya, the majority of the Tristan Oya teams, you can also use it to kill Progress, which is quite a strong team. So you are able to kill what is considered one of the two best teams in the game currently. Okay, and again, the same situation. In 15 seconds, you were able to kill 4 of the 5 heroes, and I will say in 23, 25 seconds, you will be able to kill a whole Progress, which is a lot. And you see how much damage the team has done, 0. Okay, they show you the power of this team. Versus Eternity, 10-0. Versus Nature with Oya, 10-0. We can see a match here versus Nature. I honestly think that the Adio team, this Dante Octavia team, is probably now with Progress and Oya Tristan Kayla teams the best 3 teams in the game currently. Okay, you see super fast. It's very nice team. Okay, this is particularly interesting what I mentioned when you have don't play against Faceless Jorge, because it's the slow down the team, and also you have Liam. Very careful with Liam. I will show a match where we lost, and I would like that you check Iris, and you will say that Iris doesn't do anything the whole match because it's charm. You will see a heart on top of Iris. Now you see, so Iris is frozen there. Iris is not doing anything for 9 seconds. So honestly, it's not doing anything. It's all this time this team doing things against charm, and it's going to take against charm. Like because it hits and it burns Lian, and then Lian charms Iris. So it's going to be a completed timeout. Okay, this is the problem of playing with Iris versus Lian. Okay, take this into account. Then versus Chaos with Faceless 9-1. Okay, the main reason here is, as you see, Aurora survived, but almost we die here. We can see what happens. Like in this one, for example, and a lot of things die, but we won to see what is the problem. But for me, the problem here will be the part of Faceless Jorge, probably, then stop the energy gain, and then is stop this super amazing damage team. Also having Astaroth with that many magic defense with the Talisman and 900,000 of health made this team slow, but you see what is going on here. Okay, and remember that the problem of this team is these 2 heroes. So Nebula and Iris only have around 220k of health. Okay, so they are a little bit glass cannon. This is the weakness of the team. Then you try to win it through dodge. Okay, but you can see how much damage Iris does. Okay, and how powerful it is in these cases. Then the next team is versus how is pure damage. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name. Pure damage, which is the counter of Octavia in theory. And you see the result like this team in theory using Heidi with Maya and using Anbari. You should not be able to win this team, but you got 10-0, which is crazy. You know, this is the worst result you get. Okay, let's go with one of them and you see it. I am quite disappointed. I did a video related to Maya already, and I am not ultra happy with Maya. Okay, like this Maya is 95k or 97k now. It should not die that easy or that fast against particular team that Maya is created for to stop this team. So not ultra happy with Maya. Okay, anyways, the next team is again Progress by using Sebastian with Jasmine, and we were able to kill the team. Again, you see it's quite good versus Progress. And also interesting to see how much time it takes to kill everything. 2 down, 3 down, 5 down in 14 seconds. Okay, so it's crazy in 14 seconds, 1.4 millions. The next team is what I consider the best team of Octavia in defense. Okay, is this one that use Morrigan to avoid Satori. You use Jorge to slow down the other teams. It also has a lot of health to be in the fourth position of Octavia, which is good in defense. And so you have Jasmine in front of you. That is really a pain in the butt to having Jasmine there because it's going to ultimate, it's going to kill a hero from the other team. So this is quite interesting team. Then after this, we have this team that combines Jasmine with Artemis. This was a very good defense team in the past because you don't know which hero Fafnir is going to hit. It's going to increase the power. Okay, it's preferably to be Artemis than Jasmine usually, but this is the good thing of this team defending because you never know who is going to be bust. So, anyways, still 10-0. Then the next team was the counter of Tav. The old counter of Tav doesn't work well now with the new talisman of Artemis, which is the use of nature with Kayla and Oya, and we get again 10-0 versus Tav. We get against 10-0. We can see a match here. Pues as you see, you can kill Tav, you can kill Oya Tristan, you can Oya Tristan Kayla, you can kill Progress, you can kill Eternity, some version of Chaos. So the cautions here could be Chaos, but it's super easy to adapt this team to be able to kill Chaos heroes. So take this into account. As you see now, it did like 2 million damage against a tough team, and tough team didn't do any damage at all. It shows you how powerful is this team. So take this into account, okay, because this team is quite crazy. Okay, I think really like you can see the results. It's quite good. The results. You need to be careful in some particular combinations, and of course, it's based on probability. But take into account that Octavia doesn't have all the skins yet, doesn't have the talisman. The disappointment here was the talisman of Iris, but I think the reason was we couldn't do Iris better because then it will be totally broken, this team. And I think this was the reason. These are my tests that I did with Cascade. I want to show you only to give you like an idea what are the results. And you will see that it's very similar, but in some things it falls or it falls a little bit short. Okay, particularly here before was 7-3 and now it's 4-6. Here 8-2 and it was I think 9-1. But you see anything else, it's very similar results here versus Progress. Sometimes you lose, and the reason is because when Isaac ultimates, it kills Iris and Cascade. And the main reason is for the health of Cascade. Again, this I think will be fixed with a simple skin when they release it. But take this into account because I think this team is really an interesting team. I will show you a video with Cascade because I think it's really worth it to see the speed because of the debuff of Cascade, how much damage Iris does. So look at the timer and see the health, how it's going to be drained in nothing. Okay, like done. And see the damage, 1.5. As you see, a lot of damage. You can see other ones here, how much damage does is 1.9. is incredible because and it's only 20 seconds. 2.2 millions is crazy. Okay, so think about this. I think it's a good team, and again, the Talisman of Iris doesn't provide anything. But remember that Iris was already too broken, so it makes sense that they didn't try to make Iris stronger. Okay, see you soon, and